Hello, and welcome to this tutorial on creating 2D movement for a platformer in Godot. Let's start by creating and opening a new Godot project. Name your project and choose a location to save it. We want to make a 2D game, so inside the project create a new 2D scene and call it whatever you like. Add a character body 2D node to your scene. This will be the base for your player character. Add sprite and collision shape 2D nodes as children of your player character. For this video, I will just create a simple rectangle as our player character. If you would like to see how to make an animated player, please let me know in the comment section. Remember to set the shape of our collision shape node. Now, select your character body 2D node and attach a new script to it. I will name mine player and click create. Inside the script, we define two constants, speed, which controls how fast our character moves left and right, and jump velocity, which controls the initial velocity when our character jumps. Feel free to play around with these values. We also retrieve the default gravity setting from the project settings and store it in a variable called gravity. The core of our movement logic is inside the physics process function. This function is called every physics frame, allowing us to update the character's movement smoothly. First, we check if the character is not on the floor. If they're in the air, we apply gravity to the y velocity to simulate falling. Next, we check if the jump button is pressed and if the character is on the floor. If so, we set the y velocity to jump velocity to make our player jump. For horizontal movement, we get the input axis for left and right. This value will be -1, 0, or 1 depending on the input. If there's input, we set the x velocity to direction times speed. If there's no input, we use move to gradually reduce the x velocity to 0, creating a smooth stopping effect. Finally, we call the move and slide function to move the character according to the velocity, handling collisions and sliding along surfaces. Before running the game, let's set up the input mapping. Head to Project Settings and click on Input Map. Here we will be adding the actions specified in the code. Let's add one for jump and assign it to the space key. Let's also add an action for running to the right and assign it to D, and the right arrow key. Finally, let's also add an action for running to the left. We will assign this to the A, and the left arrow key. If we save the project and try and run it, you will see that our player plunges into the abyss. To fix this, add a static body shape 2D node with a collision shape 2D node as a child and set the collision shape to world boundary. And that's it. We have now set up basic 2D movement including jumping and gravity in Godot. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more tutorials. Happy game developing!